Hi, this is Peggy Rojas, host of Viviendo una Vida en Balance. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
How's it going, everybody?
Hey guys,
This is Keith.
and Katie from Coffee with Keith and Katie on Public House Media.
Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
When you're done listening to this show, I hope you'll come check out our show, Coffee with Keith and Katie. A new episode comes out every Sunday morning at 9 o'clock.
Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Save the day and save your life. Did you know that? Good morning. Welcome to Choose to Rise. Welcome to Public House Media. I am so glad that you're here with me this morning. Today on Choose to Rise, actually this whole next week on Choose to Rise, we're going to be going over some of the amazing information here in this book by Hal Elrod, Miracle Morning, the not so obvious secret guaranteed to transform your life before 8 a.m. And it is an excellent little book. It's real small. It's real thin. If you get it on Audible, you can listen to it in an hour. If you get it in your hands, it's a very easy read as well. It's super good, filled with very practical advice. So I want to just walk through some of the pieces with you and help you get a good morning routine. We've talked about morning routines here in the past and how having a positive morning routine can really set the stage for a good day and have a positive day and really help you reach your goals a lot faster because you're starting the day off on the right foot. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about affirmations. Now, the whole book, it really talks around these main pieces. They're called savers, and it really is kind of the routine of your morning. So silence, reading, affirmations, visualization, journaling, exercise. And that's for this. All of those things put together make it the savers. And when you put them together, you are really making sure that you are just really kind of finding that routine, that those little things along the way that get you together. So this morning I want to talk about affirmations, and I practice affirmations every single morning. First and foremost, part of my morning routine is my meditation. That's kind of my silent time, like when I really dive into my devotional, and then I scribe, which is my journaling, and I make sure that I get into my affirmations, which I think is downstairs because that's where I was doing them today. But it's just a spot where I write out the positive things, the things that I want to come true, the things that are that I want to be a part of my life. And so today I'm going to share with you 5 simple steps to creating your own affirmations, and they're coming right from the Miracle Morning. So I can't take credit for these things today. This is really just about Miracle Morning here. So he says there's 5 simple steps to creating your first affirmations, especially in your Miracle Morning. And step 1 is what you really want. The purpose of writing affirmation in this program is to program your mind with the beliefs, attitude, and behaviors that are vital to your to able to attract, create, and sustain your ideal level of success. So when you are really thinking about what it is that you want in life, you have to get crystal clear on it. So what is it that you really want? That's what you're writing in your affirmations. Those are the things that you're going to really be talking about when you're writing them down, being crystal clear on what it is. Because your mind is going to go find, or your mind is going to attract the things that you really want in life. So what you focus on, you create more of. Have you heard me say that before? And when you are constantly thinking about the negative things in your life, those are the things that continue to show up. But when you get crystal clear on what it is that you're looking for, you're going to find more opportunities for those things, and you're going to be able to have more of those things in your life because you're actually going to be able to see them. There's in this book, as well as other books, they all talk about how everything that is that you need or want in this life is available to you already. You just have to look for it. And so a lot of times there are the things that we want in life we're blinded to, that we don't think that we can have access to them, so that we can't see them. But when you really get focused in and get crystal clear on the things that you want out of life, it's really easy to find them. So, every area of your life. So think about all areas, what you look like, how much money you make, what job you want, what kind of relationships you want. Think of the ideal life and what would that area look like, and then organize your affirmations according to the areas of that you want to focus on improving. So like your health and fitness, your mindset, your emotions, your finances, your relationships, your spirituality, and then those, as you focus on those things, your mind and your body will find opportunities to express those things or to do more of them. So step 2 is to why you want it. Really think about why it is that you want it. You're really thinking about your why. Include your why at the deepest level of all things you want or what are important to you. Being crystal clear on your deepest why will give you the unstoppable purpose to continue to go get it. And so, I want a 6-figure income so that I can provide for my family, that I can be generous to others, that I can, whatever your goals are. I'm just making things up as I go here, but really figuring out your why and being those who overcome the temptations of mediocrity is that how you say the word? And achieve everything they want in life, have an extraordinary, compelling why that drives them to get there. And so when I think about my own health and fitness journey, like my why of why I wanted to get healthy, it stems from a lot of things in my past, but I want to have energy for my kids. I want to be able to, look good in my clothes. I want to feel confident in my skin. I want to show up with energy and vitality and have endurance in life. I don't want to have to be the mom that's sitting on the sidelines, not getting to do things with her kids because she can't fit into the roller coaster, or she can't fit into the seat that's next to them, or she just doesn't have the energy to go play. She just sits and watches. Those are some of my driving forces of why I push play every day, why I get healthy, why I eat well, why I, fuel my body, and then when it comes down to when you really get into the routine of things and you get off track, then you really understand the importance of doing what you're doing, because you start to feel off. Like you don't have the energy, you don't have those things anymore, and then you want to get back on track with it. So step 2 is why you want it. Step 3 is whom are you committed to being to create it? So as many people say, this is where the rubber meets the road. In other words, your life gets better only after you get better. So your outer world improves only after you've invested countless hours improving yourself. The inside matters most. Being who you need to be and doing what you need to do are prerequisites for having what you want to have. Get clear on if you want to be and are committed to being. In order to take your life, business, health, marriage, etc. to the next level and beyond, you need to think about how committed you are to getting there. So I love this about being who you need to be and doing what you need to are prerequisites to having what you want to have. If you want to live a healthy life, but you aren't willing to move more, if you're not willing to eat better, then you're not going to have it. If you are wanting, this is kind of where those people wish for things versus people who take action for things. And clarity often comes from taking action. So if you are struggling with what you want and why you want it, taking action towards something and giving it a try, giving it a go, taking action will help you get clarity. There are sometimes we go down a path that we realize hey, this isn't something that I really want. And that's okay. You can stop, you can course correct, you can go do something else. But giving it a try and really actually taking action on it is where you really figure out if it's something that you really want or not. And so it's kind of thinking about my husband the other night says that he doesn't think that he likes squash. I looked at him and I was like, you don't think you like squash? And he was like, well, yeah, it just looks like it's got some texture to it that I don't like. So I think I don't like it. I was like, well, why don't you just take some action and see if you don't like it? Maybe you really will like it and you're depriving yourself of this amazing vegetable. And he was like, yeah, I don't think so. But he's not willing to go there, right? He's got to take action. He's got to be willing to do the things and be willing to say the things that he wants it in order to have it. Now, squash is a simple thing, but it really applies to the big things in your life as well. Step 4, what are you committed to doing to attain it? So we really talked about this a lot on our team call last night, and my tribe of women who are working on improving themselves. We really talked about setting some 1-week goals and really thinking about this is what I want to achieve, and this is what I'm committed to do in order to achieve it. So if I want to lose 50 pounds, maybe even let's just say 5 pounds. I want to lose 5 pounds, but if I'm not willing to work out every day, if I'm not willing to eat better every day, it's going to take longer to take those 5 pounds off than if I was very committed to just doing the actions every single day. So what are you committed to doing to attain it? Which actions will you need to take on a consistent basis to make your vision for your ideal life a reality? You want to lose weight? Your affirmation might say something like, I am 100% committed to going to the gym 5 days a week and running on the treadmill for a minimum of 20 minutes. If you're a salesperson, your affirmation might read, I'm committed to making 20 prospecting calls every day from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. The more specific you are in your actions, the better. So the ideal, be sure to kind of include all of the frequency of how often, the quantity of how many, and the precise timeframes of how you want to achieve it. So when you really get that clarity, that crystal clear, this is specifically how I'm going to do it, you're kind of creating an action plan that's going to make sure that you're going to achieve your goals when you want to achieve it. So the things that we were doing last night on our goals, we were setting these WIG goals, which stands for wildly important goals. What is it that we really want to achieve? And then what little action steps are we going to take this next week in order for us to get there? So, many of us are like, self-care is number one in our business. Self-care is number one in our life. So it's making sure we're pushing play every single day. It's, if that's following our program, it's making sure we have no treats in the day. Maybe that was one of our goals. Some of us had some business goals. So we are going to be talking to many people, as so many people in a week that we want to make sure we invite to joining our challenge. Whatever it is, you need to figure out what you're committed to in order for you to achieve your goals. And then the step 5 is add inspirational quotes and philosophies. So he says in here, I'm always on the lookout for quotes and philosophies that I can add to my affirmations. For example, my affirmation come from the book, What You Got Here Won't Get You There by Marshall Goldsmith. It says, the number one skill of influencers is the sincere effort to make a person feel that he or she is the most important person in the world. It's one of those skills that Bill Clinton, Oprah Winfrey, and Bruce Godman used to become a best in their fields. I will do this for every person I connect with. So those kinds of things are, adding those philosophies, adding those inspirational quotes, adding those kinds of things on into your affirmations is good. So, I have this affirmation that I write down and I read often. It sits in front of me. It says, my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. And when I think about where I'm at, if I'm feeling down or whatever, and I look at that and I say, my happiness is a direct reflection of my faith in the universe, it triggers me to stop and focus on my God and focus on the blessings he's given me and find happiness and joy in the things around me. Happiness is not created. It's always there. It's just a matter of what we're focusing on. So, those are your 5 steps to creating some affirmations. And I would say that you write them down every single day, and they can be the same things every day. You're really trying to manifest things into your life that are the things that you want to be there. So what you focus on, you create more of. I've said that a million times in the last year and a half of doing this podcast, and it's so true. And so if you want better things in your life, if you want a happier mindset, if you want anything, physical things, psychological things, whatever, talk about them, think about them, write about them, and they will start to show up in your life. You'll start to see them because your brain is always trying to take you to the good place. Your brain is always trying to achieve the things that it's thinking about and wanting to do. So whatever it is that you want, go for it. Write out your affirmations daily, get that positive mindset, get that positive forward momentum moving towards those things, and you'll be able to keep moving forward. So that's what your 5 steps to affirmations is all about here in the Miracle Morning. All this next week, we're going to be talking about Miracle Morning and all the pieces of it. Next Monday, we're going to be talking about why did you wake up today? The getting versus the doing, or getting the have tos. And so get to versus have to is the concept we're going to talk about next Monday, and I'm so excited to share with you. Thank you so much for joining me here on Choose to Rise this morning. Thank you so much for tuning in to Public House Media. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and would love to have you back and forth. If you would do me 2 favors. 1, go to the little share button that's down here on the screen and share this to your social media, share this with your friends, send it to somebody who you might think that might want to be listening to this, and then hit subscribe as well. So the ultimate thing to do is to go to Apple iTunes and leave us a rating and review, and we go and check those out and see who's been loving Choose to Rise and who's been wanting to share with us. And so I really challenge you today to share this with at least 3 people in your life. Give that rating, review, all those good things are awesome. My mission here is to help women rise up out of their current situation and with hope and purpose and live their absolute best life. So I appreciate you. I am so glad that you're here with me this morning. Carla, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for joining me live. And if you have any topics or things that you want me to share about here in Choose to Rise, let me know. Shoot me an email at choosetoriseup@gmail.com, or if you want to get into my Together We Rise group and get strong in body and mind and be a part of all this amazingness, I would love for you to be there as well. We are going to be rocking and rolling a brand new program this next week. We just finished Lift 4, which is the shirt I'm wearing, Lift for Life. It's been an amazing time. 4 days a week is not a bad thing, especially how sore you are in the other days. But it's been really good. And so I'm excited to get started with the new ladies that came into my November group. I'm really excited to get started with them and help them set goals and affirmations and change their mind and their bodies. So thanks so much for joining me this morning. I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you all soon. Bye.